I do wonder though, will you like if you do manage to beat DMC 1, do you think you'll cover DMC 2 next? Like is that a series you'll cover all of? At least the PS2 ones, let me know. Because it would be interesting to see you play DMC 2. Because even though I didn't really care for that game, it does have some cool things. Like, I will say, things I will not take away from that one. Devil May Cry 2, in my opinion, has the best design of Dante. Like, if you want to see the best overall design of him, the coolest he looks is in Devil May Cry 2. His design in that game is the coolest out of the entire series. His design is so cool in that game. It's the best one, so I got to give it that. The footstep sound effects are great. When you walk around, it just sounds so satisfying to walk around. You can kind of flip around with the circle button and kind of do acrobatic stuff. Devil Trigger and Part 2, in terms of what it looks like and how it's used, it looks the best there. You can fucking have gun barrels come out of your hands and use them. There's a submachine gun in that game, which is cool. You got 2 campaigns. I think the thing for me, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I think what DMC 2, I think what made people not really care for that one is, I would say, the setting, the overall style of the game. It's very easy compared to the first one, like extremely easy. It's not really combo heavy like the first game is. You kind of just level your guns and swords up, but there's not really like combos you can get. Like even the main menu, or like the interface when you press the start button, it just looks kind of there. It doesn't even have that stylish look that the first game had whenever you pause it and go through inventory. So it'll be interesting to see you play DMC 2. It almost feels like it almost reminds me of that era of, like, when DMC 2 reminds me of that era of the 2000s when you had your Blade movies, when you had Catwoman, and when you had the Blood Rain games. Yeah, it definitely seems like, speaking of like those kind of games like Blood Rain, it seems like vampire games are uncommon now. They don't really do a whole lot of them. There was a lot more of those back in the day. There's a lot more vampire games back then, and there really isn't anymore.